Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I'd like to welcome everybody to the Aramis Belmont Show. Okay, there we go. Oh, let me fix the lights. There we go. Much better. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Should be able to see you guys on YouTube if you're there with me. So we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some things and some other things. We might build something. We might just sit here and vibe. Depends on what you guys want. Probably not going to be a terribly long stream, so we might build one thing, but we'll see. Hey, not a Time Lord, how's it going? Da, 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 da. Got a new AliExpress package here. Real men use Temple OS. Actually, I'm going to put all of the N64 screws and stuff in here. And sorry, my voice still isn't quite 100%. But what are you going to do, sue me? Still haven't went down the road to see what can I find what's going on with N64s, but we'll get there. Let me put all those parts in this box here so I can move all that out of the way. So why do you use Arch? Who hurt you? This is a safe place. You can tell us. Or not. You don't have to tell us anything. Nobody has to do anything. You can just say, fuck you, Aramis. Believe it or not, you can do that. Popos was giving you issues. So why do you use the Linux anyway? Everybody should run Windows 95. That's obviously the superior operating system. So I got myself another one of these on AliExpress. These things are fucking cool. You've seen me use the other one before. Well, now I got two of them. And because I fucked up, and I thought I'd ordered the plate on the other one, I actually ordered extra arms. Windows is best. But seriously, why do you use Linux? I'm actually no bullshit. So now look, I have all of the things here to do all of the things. And sorry the bench is messy, but you know what? I'm a messy person, so if you had a problem with it, probably on the wrong stream. My bad, guys. My life is messy. I'm a mess. What can I say? Hey, you know, Merker, I don't even know how to respond to that. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We did this the other day when I built that little light thingy, wherever I put it. I need to find that. I should probably move this out of the way. Got a night vision scope I'm going to play with later. This should be fun. This is one of those digital ones, so this will be interesting to mess around with it. I may show this on stream once I played with it and kind of tell the story of it. It's kind of cool. We're gonna build something today. Because you guys like it when I build stuff, right? I mean, you're hanging out here. I know it's not for my stellar personality, so there's got to be some reason. Yeah, not a Time Lord. My problem is I like to do things with my computer. My computer is a tool. Linux makes everything a pain in the ass to do anything, and it frustrates me to no end. That's from when the prostate says you got to get up and pee in the dark. You know, dude, I wish I had a pair of PVS or a PVS 14. Like I've came this close to buying one a couple of times. That's the night vision we had when I was in the Army, but they're like $3,500, and I have no practical use for one, and I don't even really have much of a use for one, just period. So who fucking knows? But I might end up with one of these days. You could build them too, but that's like the tubes are stupid expensive. But it is kind of cool to own that kind of hardware. I actually do have a night vision monocular. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we built this last time. This little light thingy, and you push the buttons and it turns on. So I've got a Hamfest. So some of you guys know I'm a ham radio operator, and a Hamfest is basically like a swap meet for ham radio operators. And there's one coming up, and I ordered a bunch of these kits to sell there. Maybe make a couple of bucks. And give somebody something to do. Maybe they haven't built a kit before. These are kind of learn to solder kits here. So I've got 3, and we're going to build these. I've got a couple more coming in. I don't know if they're going to get here in time, but I'm going to try to have working examples of all of them. So anyway, what's everybody up to tonight? I know it's a little late. I know we usually get started a little earlier, but here we are. Volume levels okay? I'm going to turn the music a little bit for me. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it. Yeah, thank you, Nightbot. Now, Nightbot will shut up for an hour. So, we got 3 kits here. Now, I think we're going to build this one first. This is a practice soldering learning electronics kit, smart car soldering project kits, line following robot beginners, DIY electronic color parts. That's what this is. Ooh, very nice, Derg. I look forward to that. And then over here, this one's actually kind of cool. This is a high precision signal generator. This does sine, square, and other functions. So we'll probably build that tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream longer tomorrow. And then this one actually really cool. This is a Tesla coil, an audio powered Tesla coil. So this is going to be tomorrow's stream, because I forgot to bring the keyboard to plug into it to play it, but you run audio through it, and it actually plays with the Tesla coil arc. So this will be super cool. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We're going to build this. This is a line following robot. If you need a hand, I don't know if you have a resource there, but I have a friend that speaks some Japanese, and I could, see if she'd be interested in helping you out if you have any interest there, Derg, at all. So these guys are kind of cool here. They are basically little robots that follow a line. Oh, and Derg, man, I missed out. Because I've been saving some money for the ham radio swap meet, and mostly because not that I want to spend money to go to it. I'm actually going there to sell, to make stuff, but I just want to, anytime I do something like that, I make sure that I have all of the money that I need to do whatever activity first up front. And that way, if I make any money, it's gravy. If I don't, I'm still good. But anyway, I missed a 1993 re-release Famicom Castlevania 1. It sold for $190 on eBay, and I'm kicking myself for it. Although they didn't have an open picture of it. Yeah. I'm kind of kicking myself for it. I have the money for it, but between all of the other stuff I need, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, because I would like to spend like $250 on one is kind of where I'm at. So I probably just need to take the money out and just set it aside, and then we do it. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay. So none of this is in English, so we're gonna get to figure this out. But let's go ahead and dump those up there. What tip do I have on my soldering iron? Let's put a more reasonable tip on here, shall we? I don't really need this tip. Oh yeah, because I've been using the super fine tip. I was about to say, where's the other tip at? But yeah, I really like this Xtronic soldering station. I don't get my Weller out anymore, so we don't need the big tip. Dude, Japanese sellers are usually so cool. It's such a refreshing change of pace than dealing with people in the United States, honestly. Okay, so this is going to be fun. So let's see if we can figure out the mechanical parts of this first, because that's going to be kind of the pain in the ass. So these are the wheels. That's pretty obvious. And it doesn't even have a wheel in the front. That's kind of funny. I think this is the assembly for the front. So this goes to the board there. And then it literally just has a little end cap thing here. Zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So these are the wires for the motor. And these are the worm drives. These really just press fit. And I don't want to do that yet because these have to these will go through here. And there's probably, oh my god, what is that? Oh, that's from the Game Gear. Let's say, please tell me they didn't just put and then these probably just screw on here, I would guess. This is the power button. And then these are these are to tune the sensitivity. This is a really cool design. It basically shuts down a motor whenever it sees light or darkness. We can kind of look at the schematic here. So let's look at that and see what's going on here. I'm gonna put all the mechanical stuff back in the bag because we're gonna do it last, including the motors. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, there it is. I'm not to say we're missing something, but it's right here. Here's the axles. And there should be 4 screws that hold those in. Yep, that's going to be those. But I am curious what holds the wheels. But we'll figure that out once we get everything soldered. Okay, so these probably hold the axles in place. There's going to be a couple of screws for that. Yeah, basically the gist of this thing is it has these little guys here. These are photocells. And what a photocell does is it is a light sensitive resistor. So I'll show you all how that works. Wish I had my other camera actually. Okay. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay. So, if I measure the photocell right now, it'll show me about 19 kiloohms. Okay, now watch this as I move it closer to the light. That's about 400 ohms. And if I move it darker, it goes up to about 15, 16K. We move it back out into the light. And even if I point it at like a darker surface, you can see just by changing the angle of it, it changes the resistance. So let's zoom in just a little bit on one of these guys. If you've never seen one up close. Oh, I don't have that camera set up, do I? Oops. So that's what these guys look like. I guess I could set the camera back up, couldn't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Hell Dog, I am not a physicist. I do have an associate's degree in physics, but I'm just a really terrible video game player. Has a smattering of knowledge about electronics. What? Oh, never mind. We won't have the overhead camera because the cable's out in the car and I'm not going to go dig it out. I forgot I had that set up for... Cool. I went to school for electrical engineering and ended up in the TV broadcast business. I was never really all that great at chemistry. Occasionally you'll see some engineers in here. So most of the stuff I do in here is video game repair. And most of the stuff I do in here is speedrunning, but when we're doing these kind of streams, it's stuff like that. Okay, so there's not really a good order to really do this stuff here. We're just gonna start putting stuff together. So this is the LM393, and that is a op amp of some flavor. Might need to add a little bit more gain to the camera. I keep saying I'm gonna rig up a fume hood in here, or at least a fan to suck this away from my face, but all right, J-Dirg. Yeah, let me adjust the camera gain here. This should be a little bit better. Okay, so that's a battery connector. We'll do that last once we mount the battery connector to the board. So let's do these two resistors here. There's two 10 ohm resistors. That's going to be a brown, black, black. Probably this guy here. We'll use our multimeter to verify. .5 ohms. So that's the one we want. Yeah, I don't really care too much about it, Dirg, other than it's really annoying when it gets like straight in your face. You know, I could avoid the whole cancer thing too, but fuck it. I'm here for a time, not a good time. Not a long time either. So, Dirk, I think I want to get a twin Famicom. I don't have any real reason. I just want to be like that cool guy, J-Dirg. What are your thoughts there? The only problem with this setup is it's kind of hard to see where I'm at. Let me zoom back in. There we go. On the camera. I have chat in front of me, which is nice. Is that a chakra I see? Okay. So this next little thing is a transistor. It transists. And these are, if you guys don't know, electronic switches. How was Mr. Chakra tonight? But yeah, Dirk, are there different flavors of that? Is there one in particular I should look out for or watch out for and not get? Oh, nice. The first revision 500 models. Okay. So, Hell Dog, do you stream on here? Or do you just hang out? Tell us more about yourself. Oh, cool. Tim Worthington's page. I know him. Oh, Dirk, did you see the new FPGA based PPU that dropped? Okay, what's going on here? There we go. I have two NESs sitting over here that have dead PPUs right now. Or broken PPUs. Though you are correct. Yeah. I have a feeling the price of SNESs are going to go up quite a bit in the next 5 years or so because of that. Okay, so the next part are these guys here. These are variable resistors. And they resist a variable amount. They're both 10K. guess I should have checked those transistors, but this is a mirrored circuit, so basically should have one of each component. Agent Wyvern. What are you up early or are you up really late, Wyvern? How was the Wyvern today? Why is the Wyvern today? Yeah. Fair on the PPUs, Dirk. But I've got two in unmodded consoles that either display bad. One of them displays bad graphical, and both of them have like scrambled graphical information, even with known good connectors and stuff. I guess I assume it's the PPU on them, but it's pretty blatant. Sleep is dire. Okay. 1 kilo ohm resistors. So it's going to be a brown, black, black. So probably these guys right here. Audio level's okay. $991 ohms. Say that's close enough for government work. I would love to see somebody manufacture some chips. God, I would love to see a... And I think you could do it, but it'd be kind of rough, but like a PPU and CPU sized NES replacement. SNES would be quite a bit more difficult to do just because they're surface mount chips. Is that the Buffalo controller that glows under the blacklight, Wyvern? I'm glad you guys are doing races again. The Seminole controller. Oh God, poor Wyvern stream. Sweet. Poop fuel. Gotta love it. What are we eating? Are you bringing us some? Oops. Hey, we got a funny resistor. It's kind of sticking up. It's a happy little resistor. Happy little mistake. Okay. So next we need the 451 ohm, and that should be green, brown, and some black. I wonder, probably these guys right here. $50.9, close enough for government work. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be cool. I'm looking forward. Do not Ultros Gambini. Do not bring that blasphemy into my stream. It is not welcome. We do not the X here. The X is not to be trusted, nor is it to be used. No, I have not received. I reject the X in all things. It must be discarded. It is not to be trusted under any circumstances. Usage of the X is punishable by the severest penalties known to mankind. So, Wyvern, did you do anything fun today? I saw your new video. I haven't watched it yet. I feel you there. I'm still getting over being sick. I tried to sleep in today and couldn't. You should take everybody on a visit to the Pogie Brothel. We all know what happens in that establishment, Wyvern. You cannot hide. Oh, it'd be better if I was on camera, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to build a Tesla coil tonight, but we will do that tomorrow. Wyvern, post your YouTube link, dude. Also, Wyvern, if you're around for a bit after we finish this, I got some Pokemans packs. If you fall asleep before then, no biggie. We'll open them next time. Went to a gun show for the first time on Sunday. Saw some neat guns, old military stuff, and the normal FUD stuff. Yeah. I don't go to gun shows much anymore. I need to, because I'm trying to find... I have this really old lever action, kind of cowboy gun that a friend of mine gave me a long time ago that I cannot find. Can somebody post Wyvern's link in chat, or I'll do it? Anyway, I'm trying to find ammo for it, and it is it's a 32 Winchester Special. It hasn't been made in probably 50 years. It's basically like I can make brass for it because the parent cartridge is 30-30, so I just have to fire form the brass and then size it. But I would love to find some 32 Winchester Special brass, but every time I went looking for it, I can't find it anywhere. Okay. So let's put some capacitors in there. So again, we remember the long leg of a capacitor is the positive, and the little minus sign is the negative. I think it'd be cool if you just went for a walk in the country. Kind of like when you did the hills. Or just a walk around, That way we could see what it's like in the pond, across the pond, not in the pond. You don't want to be in the pond. Okay, so we've got a lot of it built. Let's go ahead and get we've got two more components on the top side. These are LEDs once again. The long leg is positive on these, or the long leg is negative on LEDs, sorry. If there's a notch in the LED, on the side of it, which matches the thingy. Get in there. Well, did you find any that you liked? By the way, I really liked y'all's idea of going somewhere to do speedrunning. Or just retro game playing in general. I think I'm going to try that. Okay, let's go ahead and put the switch in place. That would be very interesting. Well, Glocks are definitely blocky. Okay, so kind of the way this thing works here is these little... You know, I hope I'm building this the right way. I mean, it's got to be. But how are you supposed to solder these? Because they obviously don't go on the top. There's no pads. And this goes on the top here, yeah. Are they supposed to have an offset of some kind? Let me look up a picture of this thing. I haven't been super close. We were probably within a mile of that one that we saw at night. Probably was definitely within a mile of the one I saw about 3 years ago. But it didn't last very long. There's what I'm still not convinced that wasn't a tornado that dropped in a field literally across the street from me once. But that one wasn't actually rated by the NWS, and I tend to go by the official ratings. I'm glad that didn't become an actual tornado. That's a little closer than I would like to be. Hopefully we'll get some pretty, like, I'm not going to 0 meter these things, but hopefully we'll get some pretty good intercepts this year. Hey, Chip Gal. Give me just a second. I'm going to log in and see if there's... some instructions just on the distance that these are supposed to be. Oh, damn it. Hang on. Let me check chat again real quick. We are building, tonight we're building a line following robot. So this guy just kind of follows a line on a piece of paper. You can literally just draw a line with a Sharpie or something like this, and it follows it around. I have never been through a hurricane. Seven, 6, 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so they're just a little off. Those are down like that. Okay. I guess I could write some better instructions for this. See, the issue with hurricanes is there's also tornadoes within hurricanes occasionally, and that's bad news bears. That could be not ideal. Yeah, Wyvern, you don't get many tornadoes over there, do you? Okay, there we go. Kind of tack that in place. Oh, damn, Time Lord. Yeah, I was about to say, you guys don't really get hurricanes. You don't have volcanoes. Yeah, it's nice in some ways. They say you can watch your dog run away for a week here. Yeah, they should have put pads on this side, but this was like a $3 kit, so I guess I can't bitch too much, right? And I should have done these first, but once again, y'all know you're not dealing with the smartest person in the world here. But yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely looking forward to the Tesla coil project. I think you guys will like that. Might be something that interests even Wyvern. Yeah, this is a small one. It's like this is the bag it comes in. That's about the same. I would not recommend that, not a Time Lord, unless you have fairly extensive electronics experience. Tesla coils are a really good way to become a past member of the Being Alive Club. As a little kid, I'm building that's probably fine, but something that is substantial power is definitely not anything to be trifled with, to say the least. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. I'm showing you guys the capacitors I have up here, right? They're about 2.5 feet tall and about 2 feet wide, about 8 inches deep. But oh yeah, magnetron. Yep. Yeah, magnetrons are one of those things that people play with that they really shouldn't unless they know what the fuck they're doing. And a lot of things I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of bumblefuck around, but I do have over a decade experience working with high voltage electronics. Well, there's a big difference between like I don't even discourage people to play around with home level power as long as you take like 120 volts line level. I encourage people to learn how that stuff works. That can kill you. It doesn't reach out 2 feet to kill you, though. That's the difference. Yeah, styropyro. So yeah, let me look at. I think I know how the rest of this works now. Okay, we've got most of the stuff soldered. Yeah, but all it takes is the one time with that stuff. Huh. Oh, the wheels go on the outside. Right? But then how... Oh, that's how I shot web. Okay. I think I know now. So there's probably 4 of those guys. Yep. So that holds that together. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on here first. Yeah, exactly, Dirk. I'll tighten that more later. I hope that's high enough. Okay, I think the way this works is... Okay, yeah, we gotta press fit this stuff together. No. So I don't need to go that far. This needs to go on the end. Yeah, okay, cool. And that goes there. And then the gear goes in the center. Oh. Mr. Atari, we are not fixing, we are building. This is a line follower robot. Get some more tunes going. Yeah, it basically, it's a super simple circuit for those of you who are electronic savvy. Uses an op amp, compare the two signals, and will shut off one or both one of the two motors, depending on the feedback it gets from the two photo cells. There's two LEDs to light there, and then it tells you these two are assumedly to tell you which motor is driving. Kegalonian, welcome in. Yeah, it's just a little itty bitty car. So I think we can go ahead and screw these in place. Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is selling these at an upcoming ham swap meet, Ham Fest. Hopefully this will work. So I wanted to build one. Go ahead and put an axle in here. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see if I'm over there. But yeah, I've got a couple of tables at the Ham Fest, and I don't have a lot of gear that I'm selling, so I'm selling a Nano VNA setup, which you guys will probably see this week, and selling a few of these, and the idea is to, for people that are new to the hobby, this is a really good way to learn some soldering. But I have certainly learned okay. That's not ideal. Are those spacers supposed to be there? Because that should be turning freely. That was not what I wanted to happen. Let me see if there's a picture on that. Yep, there is supposed to be a spacer under there. Okay. We can fix that. We have the technology. There we go. Guess I could have just looked at the pictures. But who has time for that? Not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, let me look at this picture again. Okay, cool. So that part goes inside. And which way do the wheels go? I don't think it matters, but... Okay, yeah, easy enough. Okay, let's do this part now. Tighten up that front part because it's going to bother me. Okay. Anybody got any big plans for tomorrow? You're going to have to open your own thrift shop if you keep it up, Wyvern. Ah. Ooh, that'd actually be cool, Wyvern. See, that would be something to do a stream on, dude. Or a video, at least a video. It doesn't turn very good. This wheel mechanism is not very well designed. If these sell, I will probably 3D print some parts to improve them. Because I could 3D print something that would cost basically nothing to manufacture that would fix that problem. Okay, well, let's put the motors in. Oops, I put that one in wrong. That's okay, though. There's probably still enough wire to get there. Yeah. Yo, obsolete. Yeah, I figured you were out. How was your day, dude? Man, I didn't have a pie either. But my fat ass doesn't need a pie, so. I didn't need Taco Bell either, but I needed something to eat, and that was probably the least offensive thing I could come up with on short notice. Okay, let me see what wires go where. Okay, I think that'll work. Oh, cool. I might paint some miniatures here in a little bit, or at least build some. Oh, cool. It's funny, there's a lot of people that are like that. Oh, cool. Oh, did you get his contact info? Y'all should hang out and work on stuff sometime. Oh. That's a bit of a commute. Was it the Quick Trip by your place? Well, I actually have a ow. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Where are my screws for this? Oh, there are no screws. No screws for me, indeed. Oh, okay, it does have the markings on the board. Okay, cool. A winner is not me. Okay, well, let me see if I can find some batteries. I hope I put those motors in the right way. We're about to find out. Yes, it is. It is wonderful, delicious. Okay, so first we need to adjust this screw here. So the problem is it's turning all the time right now. We don't want that. Okay. There we go. So now let's see if it'll follow the lines. That's actually pretty impressive. It follows the line, obsolete. So, let me go grab a sheet of paper real quick. Surprised it hasn't fallen off yet. Okay. I wonder how small of a line it will follow. Let's see how well it works with this. Oh, I need one of these. Those big wide Sharpies. That may be a little close to the edge. So let's put that under there. Yeah, that's too sharp of a curve for it. Yep, still too sharp of a curve for it. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit wider, but we can kind of demonstrate here. Simple electronics obsolete. All right, let's see what she does here. And then it's gonna drive off into the ether. But if we do it this way, it'll still follow it. So basically how it works is, see these two photocells here? So you've got two photocells, this one and this one. And they basically, here's the schematic for it. See if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here's the schematic. So if you shut off the current, basically these change value. based on the light that they pick up. And whenever there's a black line that moves on top of one side, and depending on like where it's at, it changes which wheel is turning. So, anyway, that was a cool little project. But yes, I built a thinking machine. But it's completely analog. The chip on here is just an op amp. That's set up as basically a comparator. So this is your adjustment resistor here. And this is basically a voltage divider, okay? So this is a voltage divider here. This is a voltage divider here. And they're basically tied into this op amp here. In here. I'm curious, does it always produce? Yeah, it's always on. Okay. But basically, only one of these can be active at any time due to the design of the circuit. Q1 and Q2 are just transistors that drive the motor. This is not necessarily the way you should drive a motor, but it works for this application. The diodes there actually probably work as snuffer diodes now that I think about it. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what it is. There's nothing too special about it. But I'll be selling these at the Hamfest along with some other kits. So, who's still around? A couple things we could do. I could crack open a Pokemon pack or two. Or I could do some miniature stuff. I could do some painting or some building. Or we could call it a night, depending on what everybody wants to do. Oh no, I get schmoo on my mat. I'll have to clean that off. You have a cat on your lap. Is the meow box content? Is it buzzing? If Wyvern's still here, we'll open some Pokemon packs. If not, good. The creature is vibrating. Meowbox is appeased. So, but tomorrow, Obsolete, since you missed the first part of the stream, we're going to be building this, which is a musical Tesla coil. Go ahead and open up the kit. Why not? This ought to be fun. So you can actually play music through this, which we will be doing. And I've also got this guy here, which is a function generator. Oh, I will. I have, I shall, and I shall again. Do, 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 do. You know, I do want to try these out, so we're going to build a couple of miniatures. I got these on AliExpress. You know, I noticed I haven't seen Luthon. Was Luthon around last night? Oh well, I got some old Dark Eldar miniatures. Let's build one of these guys. Then I want to go through my box here and see what I've got. I want to see if these are worth the shit, first of all. These are like $6, I think, somewhere around there. These are basically clones of like the Mr. Tool ones that I've got that were like $30. I don't expect them to hold up, but we'll see. Wow, actually they cut pretty nicely. Wow, okay. Pretty cleanly too. That is an acceptable reason to fall asleep. Appeasing the Meow Box is a noble pursuit, is a just pursuit. Clean up the mold lines there. I do have to say, they seem to work pretty decently. The heresy cannot be rebuked. That could have been bad. Doo-doo. You know, considering the era these miniatures are from, the mold lines really are not that bad. It's just one of those that I'm going to have to or does it have okay, I think it just kind of goes like that. Okay. I'm gonna do a little green stuff there to get that fixed, but alright, which head should we use? The helmeted or the non-helmeted head? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the helmeted. All right, after this is probably it for me. We'll give him some of the spikies on his shoulders. That's very true, obsolete. It could be. Not sure exactly where the spikes are supposed to go. I think they can kind of go wherever, huh? Oh, yeah, I forgot the hair plume. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Cabal of the Chicken Nuggets, indeed. Okay, I think that's how it's supposed to be. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. What sept should we paint him as? Should I give him some rail rifles? Anyway. I guess we could go through the bag here since my 40K guys are here. Oh, dude, don't get me lying. I think Anva. So I picked up all of these dudes and a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I have this dude or not. Zoom in. I bought it from Mitchell. And you know what's crazy, dude? Check this out. Recognize the base? Ooh. I don't know if I have this dude either. This is awesome. This is definitely going to be one of my Black Templar sergeants. Ooh. Speaking of Templars, aw, R.I.P. Can't use those with Templars anyway. This must be a scout sergeant. Can't use him with Templars. Can't use him at all anymore. Steel Legion, dude? Ooh, Terminator with lightning claws. This is a metal one. Do we have his other lightning claw? Don't see it, unfortunately. I'm sure I can find him a lightning claw, though. I just need to find a few more. Karsigan? Oh, you think this dude's Acadian? Or this guy? I don't think he's Acadian. Well, is he? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I've got a whole friggin' squad of these dudes. They're metal. Oh, he's got a grenade launcher. What else do we have? Oh. Yeah, it'd probably be good trading fodder for sure, because I don't think I'd use them. Looks like I got a full squad almost. Oh, he's the lieutenant. He's not a scout. He's the lieutenant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need one more dude. 10. I got a whole squad. All right, we got some devastators. We got a dude with a heavy bolter. Another dude with a explosive projectile launcher, because it's not a missile launcher. Missiles miss. It's not a rocket launcher because rocks don't explode. Oh, cool. Some more jump pack guys, and I believe these are the 2nd edition ones as well. I mean, yeah. 2nd/3rd edition ones. And I needed some more of those, so I've got 3. And they look like they're missing some arms, but I've got the arms. So 3 of those dudes will be nice. And we've got what looks to be a las cannon guy. Yeah. I have some Storm Boys that I've looted. Ooh, look. The best heavy weapon platform ever. And I've got 2 of them. You know what sucks though? Templars can't take plasma cannons. They can't take Devastator squads. You know, Luthon, whenever I was buying stuff up for Templars, I bought 4 metal ones. I have 4 metal plasma cannons. And I can't use a single one of them because you can only use, in 3rd edition, unless you're Dark Angels, you can only use plasma cannons and Devastator squads. And I don't have, and Templars can't take Devastator squads. I mean, it's not like we couldn't just house rule it, but still. Okay, I got a scout here. Plastic scout, but that's like 4th edition. And a Marin, a dude with a plasma or a multi-melta. And there's the Devastator. Sergeant. So yeah, not a bad haul. Especially because I don't think I had this dude, and I'm certain I didn't have this one. I believe this guy was 4th edition, though. I'd have to look. I'll still paint him up. But he's got a 2nd edition backpack. What's in here? Are these like tokens or something? Should probably try to get these back to him. He may not have realized they were in there. Look like dragon tokens. He sold me a big tub worth of stuff, so. Although it is a shame that that we're missing the lightning claw arm. I may have one of those somewhere. I was hoping we'd have more of these guys too. Because the Soul Terminator squad would be awesome for the Black Templars. But anyway, yeah, these are pretty good for being cheap AliExpress. Let me see how much they were. So I ordered these a while back. I think I'm going to order a couple more pairs of them because they're pretty nice. So they were $6. If anybody's interested. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that should work. That link should work. Anyway, we built a robot. It works. So I'm happy with that. The Rubit works. I mean, these are not as good quality as my more expensive ones, but they're pretty... I mean, like, I'm probably going to buy another set the next time I order some stuff from AliExpress just because they're decent quality, and I can use these for things that I don't care about as much. So if I mess up a set of these, well, $6, who cares? Oh, and something we'll do tomorrow, too. I was going to do it tonight, but we kind of ran out of time. As we will do our Tamagotchi, we'll tear it down. Oh, there's another set of assault legs. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to build the Tesla coil. Probably do some miniature stuff. I've got the paint pens to show off. And who knows, we might even try to paint a couple of these dudes with those paint pens. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a good time. maybe learned a little bit about electronics. I'll be streaming from the shop here for the next few days because I got to get ready for the Midland Ham Fest this coming weekend. So I will be out of town this coming weekend. So Thursday will probably be my last stream until maybe Sunday. Depends on what Obsolete is doing, what we have planned. So you may catch a stream of us. We may be doing other things. So yeah, I'm beat. Anyway, let me find us somebody to raid real quick. Maybe. We'll see. Let's, you know what? I know where we're going.
FanDuel predicts gave me $25 just for signing up.
We're going to go say hi to a friend of mine that we don't get to raid very often. Former world record holder in Super Mario Brothers 1 in pretty much all of the categories. Current world record holder in most of Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan. One of the bigger Mario streamers out there, Cosmic. Let's go see what old Cosmic's up to. Oh, he's doing versus Super Mario Brothers. Anyway, if you guys don't follow Cosmic, you absolutely should. Show him some love. And we'll see you guys, well, later today. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, this will be so nice to have guaranteed RNG if I can keep it up to here, just because of glitches. But I think right now I just go under and then react to whether I can go over that one or not. I also learned something. Spiker, or whoever, you guys want to see something crazy? I never knew this. I never knew this. If you get the bad fire bar, there is no actual cartridge of this game. There's just an arcade machine, and then, like, you can play it on the Switch. So yes, I'm playing on the NES, but not. I'm playing on a EverDrive. Okay, if you get the bad fire bar, one of these times I'll actually get it. Hello? No, I'm on console. Please, go back to the title screen. Okay, you can't go back during these transition screens. Yeah, I'm trying to get the bad bar. Okay, normally I would, like, go like this, and then you come over here and you have this horrible... that wasn't that bad. I guess I took it a lot tighter. Usually what happens is they have this tiny little gap where you can barely even get between them. So yeah, normally what I would do is, like, you come over here. For some reason they're, like, not quite as crazy as usual. Well, maybe I would slow down later or something. Like that? I don't know. I thought that... I wonder if this is a versus thing. I don't know. I thought I had a revelation that was like, oh, if you slow down a lot earlier, like I was getting like the bad pattern. I was like, oh, if you react fast enough and leave that fire bar over there on screen, then they stay out of the way and it's like all good. But right now it's not mattering where I slow down. I don't know. Because like right before, I definitely was getting like the crazy pattern. That one, which is not fun. But if I slowed down earlier and left that fire bar on screen, then they were good. That's not what's happening right now. I must have just, it must just be a frame rule specific thing.